Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Diana Loves Colors, and thank you very much for coming to see this BB Craft project share that I'm going to be doing. But before we get into the project share, I just want to give you a little bit of information about BB Craft. Their website will be linked in the description box. You can use my discount code to save 10% anytime. It's Diana20. And they have on their website all kinds of craft supplies that you can buy at wholesale prices. Everything from diamond painting to scrapbooking, resin molds, wax seal supplies, metal dyes, beads, and all the supplies you can need for your crafty projects. Um, so also I am getting to show you these products because I am in their YouTube program, and that just means that they let me pick out some free products to work with and in exchange for making videos. And you can do the same if you have a crafty channel with over 100 subscribers. You can apply to be in their YouTube program as well, and I'll leave the link for the program in the description box too. So in my unboxing video that I can link also in the description box, I picked out this kit that has these flower rings, these beads, and I believe these are 12 millimeter beads. And then the leaves and the flower pot to make these pretty tulips for spring. So the first thing I made using this, I just used just the ring from here, and I made this letter opener using some of the beads and things that I had in my stash. So I just used this flower pot just to show you that you don't just have to use these to work your flower pot in. You can use things you have in your stash. Unfortunately, I forgot to film this part, but the bead in the middle is just a focal point bead, and it has some glitter suspended inside that goes up and down, so you can do some thinking while you're thinking about your project, have something to look at. So I will finish that at another time. But let me show you what I made using these. So first I put together some of the tulip tops and bottoms in different colors, and that's what we're going to do today. So the first thing I did to make those was to cut some jewelry wire, which is 20 gauge. I used gold, but you can use any color or metal that you want to make the tulip tops and bottoms. So I'm going to set these aside since we're not using them right at this minute, and show you how I cut the wires for these. So I cut the wire at about 1 3/4 inches. So I'm just going to do that now. Let's cut a couple of them. And it doesn't have to be exact, because you can trim these after if it's too long. Okay, so now I have several of those lengths cut up there in the gold 20 gauge wire. And I'm going to make a loop on the end of one of them. And this is a looper tool. But if you don't have a looper tool, you can freehand just making a loop on the end. This is just easier for me to make the loops like this. All right, so now that we have our loop there, we're going to put our leaf part on. I suppose I should have taken some of these out first. And we'll take out some of our flower parts too. And you can mix and match the colors to whatever you want. So we're going to put our leaf on the bottom. We'll do white, so maybe it'll be easier to see. Now I found between the flower part and the leaf part is that V there that is like a little gap between the two. And if you just put it like that, it makes the flower a little bit wobbly. So what I did was take a seed bead and just put it in between here. These are very small beads that I have here. And that's just going to take up some of the space in that gap there. Now we're going to put our flower on top. And we have just about 1/4 of an inch hanging out there. So we're going to make our loop on the top. And there we have our flower. And you can straighten this out to whichever direction you want it to be going in. And there is our flower with the loop on the top and the loop on the bottom. So let's do another one. Here's our length of wire. Oops, get over here. We'll make a loop on one end. We'll put our leaf on. We're going to put a pink seed bead on this time. And you see those little seed beads? So we're going to grab one of those. We'll put a pink flower on top. And now we have enough of length there to make another loop. Like that. So now we can do one more. We have our loop, our leaf, and then you can have the bunch of these all ready for your dangles or whatever you're putting on. We're going to put it on another seed bead to close up that gap in between. Oop, I lost that one. I'll get you. All right. There's our seed bead. Let's put our flower top on. And I did cut this one a little bit long, so I'm going to just trim off just a teeny bit there. Oh, it's still a little too long. All right, that's pretty good. And we're going to just make our loop at the top. And there we go. So what you can do with these is, I'm going to show you. So there's the ones that I made. You can make these really fast. It doesn't take long at all. But I want to add one to our what's going to be the start of our dangle at the top here. So I'm going to add a jump ring there. And I have some in various sizes in this box. There's also some lobster clasps in here. So probably one about that size there. And I'm going to take our other pliers and open this jump ring up. Like that. We're going to add our tulip on. And I think I'm going to put another type of jump ring there. Okay, I didn't really think that through. I'm going to cut off a length of this gold chain that I have here. Not a very long one, because you don't want it getting in the way when you're trying to open your letter with this letter opener. So I'm just going to probably cut about 6 links. And now I'm going to use this other type of jump ring, this large one here. And we're going to open this jump ring up to put our piece of chain onto. And now we're going to add our chain onto the key ring, which I doubt anybody is probably going to put their keys on this. It may only serve a decorative purpose for all I know, and that's okay. That's why we try to make it look pretty. Okay, so we've got our chain on there. Now we are going to add our tulip flower. Now, I'm not sure if this tulip flower will go at the bottom. I'm thinking because of the size of it that we should put it at the bottom. It will help weight down this. All right. And then you can fill in the top of the chain with some smaller charms. So you want to close that up as tight as you can get it. So that will be the bottom of our dangle there. So now that we did that, and now I can show you again the word beads that I got from BB Craft, and we're also going to put one of the word beads on here. So these come in a bunch of different colors. They have writing on both sides. And there were a couple in here that I do not know what they mean. It could be an abbreviation in of something for another country that I'm not familiar with. But we will use something that I am familiar with. And we have to get some loops on these. And let's see what we can come up with. So I have some smaller pink beads here that I'm going to use. to go on either end of these here. So I already have a wire with the loop on the end here, and I'm just going to put on one of these smaller beads. Oops. I think we'll use something just a little bit brighter color. I'm forever changing my mind about things. Okay, so now that we have that bead on there, we're going to add this bead that says sweet. I'm going to add another one of these pink beads on the other end. So like that. And now we're going to make a loop on this end. We might have to cut off a little bit. Yep. Let's trim off just a little bit here. And now we'll put a loop on this end. Like that. Oops. Like that. So let's do another one. Okay, there's our loop with our smaller bead. We're going to add the word love. We're going to add another bead on that end. And I think we're going to have to trim this again. Pretty sure. And we will make another loop. Now, I know a lot of you guys know how to do all this stuff, but there could be some others that do not know yet how to do that. And now we can attach our words to our chain there. Maybe 2 words, maybe 1 word. I'm not sure yet. And this little dangle will be a work in progress after I shut the camera off. So I have some more jump rings there. Not sure which one I'm going to use yet. Let's try this one. Okay, let's try this one. The links on this chain are pretty big, so probably a bigger jump ring will work better. So it's easiest to open these up if you have 2 of these kind of pliers, and you bring one backward and one forward so that it opens like that. I'm going to loop our word in here. And we're going to put it on this first link here. And now you will close it up the same way, bringing one towards you and one back. All right, that's pretty good for now. So there is one of our words on there. And I think you guys all get the picture now how this is working out here with these beads from BB Craft. And I want to thank them so much for having me as one of their YouTube collaborators. I really appreciate it. I love working with new stuff that I might not have a chance to afford, or so it's really a good idea to check out their YouTube program, and I hope that you will, some of my co-creators. And That's all for today. I thank you so much for coming to watch this video, and I will see you next time with something new.